The invitations have been mailed out. Save the date. Get ready and show up. That, I think, is the theme of this Sunday's readings as I look at them. The invitations have been mailed out to you. Save the date. Get ready and show up. In the first reading, God says that He will remove the veil that veils all peoples, and He will remove the web that is woven over all nations. There's this veil or this web that's keeping us from God, that makes us not see Him clearly. That we live in a world that sometimes is predominantly lost in terms of having a relationship with God. God promises to remove that veil and to remove that web, and in the process to wipe away every tear from our eyes, which is interestingly also a phrase that's used in the book of Revelation. It's used here by Isaiah in chapter 25. And then in the Gospel, Jesus Christ talks about a wedding feast. And in this wedding feast, the person holding the wedding invites all these people to the wedding, and they turn him down. The invitations are sent, and they're rejected. He sends out the invitation to complete strangers, to everybody, to all of the people. And some of the invitations are accepted, and some are turned down. The invitations have been mailed out to all of us. God has invited all of us to heaven. The people who we think are worthy and the people who we think are not. Doesn't matter to God. He's invited all of us to heaven. And then there's a really scary part of this parable as well. Jesus at the end says in this parable that there's a person who has been invited who didn't come prepared. He didn't have the right wedding garments on. He wasn't really truly ready to be at the wedding. And he says that man is actually thrown out of the wedding, which is kind of a scary passage. And it says at the end of the gospel today, or this coming Sunday, many are invited, but few are chosen. God sends out the invitation to everybody, but not everybody's saying yes to the invitation, and not everybody is showing up, and not everybody is truly ready for the Lord. That's kind of a scary message, and it should kind of wake us up a little bit. The invitations really have been sent, but have you given God your best yes? In the second reading, the Apostle Paul says this. He says, "My God will fully supply whatever you need in accordance with His glorious riches in Christ Jesus." Whatever you need for heaven, whatever sins that need to be forgiven, whatever has to happen in your life for God to make Himself known to you, for the invitation to be received, Jesus Christ will fully supply it. God has already sent out the invitation. Have you given God your best yes? Everything you will ever need to give that best yes has been given to you. But this Sunday's readings reminds us that we have to ask ourselves, am I giving God my best yes? Am I saying yes to that invitation? And am I truly ready? God bless, and hopefully this will help you in your worship, wherever you worship at Mass this coming weekend. God bless.